We're in Glen Downs today, and we've been feeling a little bit down because
because of the name.
Glen Downs is beautiful, but it's surrounded by a very busy motorway, which is a little bit of a shame because you come to a place like this to try to escape the noise and bustle of the city. But there's some enchanting woodland, so we thought we'd take you along on this short journey through the woods of the Glen Downs and up to the Octagon, which is an interesting looking historical landmark built in 1766 by the Touche family, who seem to have had their hands in many pies in these parts, because we see there's lots of things belonging to the Touche family, or built by the Touche family, in Greystones and Delgany, which is right next to the Glen Downs here in County Wicklow. So let's see what we discover. And the Glen Downs was made quite famous in the year 2000 by environmentalists who were protesting at its construction. Sorry, not the construction of the Glen Downs, but at the construction of the motorway. Of course, the motorway that you can hear and see from a lot of the trail running alongside us does kind of put a bit of a downer on Glen Downs, because if you're looking for peace and tranquility, you're not going to really find it here. Although the woods are absolutely enchanting and beautiful, it makes it a little bit of a shame that they built a motorway through such a beautiful area. And the noise that you hear behind us is the motorway running through the Glen.
I'll see it then so you can hear it.
Yeah, so you can certainly hear it. It's very, very loud. And this motorway was part of a rather big scandal when it was built in the year 2000.
The scenic Glen of the Downs. Wicklow County Council plans to widen the N11 road into a dual carriageway as part of what is known as the Euro route between Belfast, Dublin and Rosslare. But environmentalists have now set up camp among the trees, which they want to protect.
And there was a huge protest in these woods with eco-warriors and environmentalists trying to prevent the motorway from being built, because of course this is an area of natural beauty.
While most people bring a tree into the house for Christmas, the eco-warriors have done the opposite. They've brought their houses into the trees. They've been here for almost 4 months now and are near permanent residents. The next few days, they say, will be business as usual. John Andriatis, who previously worked as a computer programmer in California, reckons it will depend on who drops in and what the weather's doing.
On Christmas Day, I must say I'm really curious just to see exactly how it's going to turn out. We've had a lot of people say they're going to come down and celebrate Christmas with us. I know there's about 13 members of camp that'll be here as well. And I don't think there'll be a whole lot of work done, but it's going to be a very fun day.
But alas, the motorway was built and the protests did not succeed in stopping this motorway from being built. So the trail we're doing today, it's like a loop trail. It goes, I think, 3.6 kilometers in a loop. Just watching where I walk because it's quite narrow. And let me flip the camera around to show you the trail. So we should be able to get away from the motorway at some point when we go on the other side of the loop. So I'm sure you can get here to the Glen Downs by car. I've no doubt that that's possible, and probably there's a car park somewhere nearby. But if you're arriving on foot, you need to go to Greystones and then walk to the village of Delgany and then walk basically to the edge of the motorway. I see there's a trail up here, up ahead. Let's see where it goes. Some ruins by the looks of it over here.
If you do walk from Greystones to Delgany, be careful, there are mazes of housing estates. We did get lost once or twice.
Yeah.
Make sure you check before you stop.
Yeah, you definitely need to have a map on your phone with you, to navigate because it is pretty tricky.
Look at the ruin.
Let's check out this ruin. So I've seen some pretty beautiful pictures on the internet of some kind of old ruins with nice views from them. I don't think this is one of them, but it's interesting nevertheless. No idea what it was, but it looks pretty old. These old walls probably have a few stories to tell. Although it's red brick, so it's probably not that old. Well, here it's mixed. It's hard to say. This wall is, maybe it was just supported. I think they've added red brick onto it probably to hold it up, but the other stone is older looking. So if you have any idea what this building was, let us know in the comments. So I think we'll take this trail. Looks like more of a developed trail. Maybe we'll go down, or should we go up? Let's consult. Yeah, but let's consult the map first just to see where we're going. It's probably safest. So we found the proper trail. Now this looks like a little easier to walk along. So this should take us away from the motorway and should go uphill a little bit. So yeah, I remember when I was growing up hearing a lot about the Glen of the Downs. It seemed to be a popular place to go for hikes and walks, but yeah, then they built this motorway, so I'm not sure how popular it is now. We haven't seen anyone so far walking here today.
And it is Sunday.
It is Sunday, yeah, which is kind of surprising because there are quite a few housing estates in Dalgany, and in Greystone's big enough, so maybe we'll see a few people, but let's see how it goes. I think there's a golf course as well, you can just see over here. If I raise the camera. So that's, yeah, that's the Dalgany golf course. But you can't walk through the golf course, you have to walk around it. So it's one of my pet peeves because when you visit other countries where you can access through often golf courses and, you know, fields and things, that there's ways to get places, whereas in Ireland you're always forced to take the long road around. The building we're in search of today is known as the Octagon, and you guessed it, it's in the shape of an octagon. It has been recently restored, but that's a bit of a joke, and you'll see why later in the video. It's not in the best of condition. But in any case, it was built in 1766 by the Touche family as a banqueting hall. And I should also add that it is a Georgian Folly, which is an ornamental, non-functional building popular in 18th century English landscape gardens designed for aesthetic pleasure, romantic appeal, or to showcase the owner's wealth and whimsy. We're looking for an historic landmark called the Octagon, from which there are supposedly some spectacular views towards the Sugarloaf Mountain. What fairy tale does it remind you of?
Hansel and Gretel. I wonder if there's a witch with a gingerbread house. Wouldn't mind a bite of it. No, I'm hungry.
I've just seen this enchanting looking structure down here, so let's have a look what it is. It looks like some kind of passage tomb. There's some ruins up ahead that are definitely man-made, but this here, it's kind of odd looking. It does kind of look like some kind of man-made passage tomb entrance, but yet it's a dead end. So that's interesting and odd. Let us know in the comments if you know what this is. So it kind of does look like it's been made in, like, I don't know, the Stone Age or something. And right next to it there's the ruins of some other structure that's definitely more recent. And I can see up beyond that is, I guess, what is the Octagon, which we are heading towards. Oh look, this enchanted tree has a hole in it. Oh no, wait, somebody dropped their litter. It really annoys me when I see litter in nature and People dropping litter left, right and centre. I understand why people can't put things in bins and bring things back home with them. So here we are, arriving at the Octagon, as it's called. And just off here we have a beautiful, I guess it's the start of the sunset. It's a very long sunset, it's still quite early in the afternoon, but, well, mid-afternoon. But yeah, the sun is already going down behind them hills. And yeah, I don't know what this, was this just a kind of, some kind of folly that the Touche family built? Or did it serve any purpose? Maybe let us know in the comments if you know what this structure was used for or have any information on the history of it. It's surrounded by other structures. So I don't know if there was a house up here or some other buildings. It looks like this has been renovated to some degree and painted white. So I'm sure I saw older pictures of it where it was not looking so fresh. Oh, there's a robin perched on the rock. He probably, or she probably knows to come here for food from people like ourselves visiting. Quite smart them robins are. Whoop, Robin just did his business on the rock. If we wander over here, you can see further down the coast, just in the distance there, you can see the coastline, and that's looking towards South Wicklow. And then across on this side, down here you have that horrendous motorway. That I don't understand why they couldn't have built a tunnel underneath this valley. I guess it boils down to money. And over this way, you should, yep, there we are, the Sugarloaf. So this is the famous hill that you can see from Dublin. And apparently you can walk to it, as we said earlier, so maybe we'll give that a go another day to try to see if we can get to it on foot and by public transport. There's a little bit of a cliff here. So it goes quite steeply down into the valley where the blasted motorway is. And very tranquil looking if you could just get rid of the sound of the motorway. There's a beautiful sky today.
It's a really nice touch to the area that the Touche family made. Built in 1766, conserved in 2023.
Some kind of memorial plaque they've added. Yeah, the ground is definitely not original, these stones, these bricks they've put in, and I'm pretty sure this bench was in here in 1766. But nice nevertheless that they put something. Unfortunately it's been graffitied on a little bit. But yeah, nice place to come and to enjoy the view. Probably you'd want to bring some headphones though to blot out the sound of the motorway. Yeah, but let us know in the comments if you know more about this structure and about the other ruins around here and what their purpose was for. Was it just for enjoying the view by a rich family that owned the land around here, or did it serve some other higher purpose? Looks like there was some information here, and now there's just graffiti, unfortunately. something kind of spooky and enchanting with these woods, especially now that we've finally moved further away from the busy motorway. We can't hear traffic, you can just hear the branches creaking for the most part. Yeah, it has that kind of real enchanted, sort of spooky feel to it, especially as the light fades. I remember reading some years ago a book about ghost stories in Wicklow around this region and legends, and there's quite a few bizarre stories in the woods around here, especially up towards Enniskerry and Pariscourt, where there were some wealthy families and big houses, and yeah, some pretty spooky stories. So maybe that's one for another video. County in Ireland, County Wicklow, is known as the Garden of Ireland. There's so many beautiful walks and heights and valleys, and lots of old estates where there's mansions and a lot of history in this county. And if you'd like to see more videos of this region, please do let us know in the comments and we'll try to take you there. Well, we've found our way out of the enchanted forest, and we seem to be at a country lane. No idea where it goes. Let's find out. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm starving.
I'm starving too, especially after such a nice walk.
So if you enjoyed today's video, please hit the like button and please subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. It really helps our channel grow and means a lot to us. So see you in the next video for some more wild adventures.